Hey, and welcome to a Chicago Beer Pass beer review. We're drinking some Misfit from Wild Onion.
Man, Barrington, Illinois. Hello.
This crew, you have been repping since day one.
I mean, we were always friends with them, man. This is we were all based during the day in Lake Forest, Illinois.
Okay.
During the day job, and they were not too far from there. And then we hooked up with them at a Chicagoland only event.
Okay.
At what's that joint in Roscoe Village, man? They used to sell the shirts that say "Fear No Beer." What's the name of that joint, man?
In Roscoe Village.
Yeah.
Village Tap?
Yeah, the Village Tap.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. They were they were at that party.
Okay.
And we had just done a story for Argus, and then the Wild Onion guys were there, and we ended up hooking up, man. You know, then we had a beer. We made a beer collab with them. We threw our only Chicago Craft Beer Week party featuring that beer, Black IPA called Deception. Man, this was long ago, Brad. Maybe like
I know, but you are like one of the number one fans.
we we partied pretty hard with those guys. I think we went to the Great Tasting Man. Well, a couple times with them, and the Canes brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, and the whole squad. Fun people. And then we always like their beer. Let's rewind and start there.
Okay.
We always like their beer.
Now, we were hanging out for a minute at the Oak Park location,
Right.
which is
The Tide House.
Tide House, yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
So
yeah, it's cool to see them like kind of expanding that a little bit and kind of getting their name out there because it's a name that I kind of forget about.
yeah.
They're also, I picked this up at Binny's. It's on the other side of the aisle. Like there's the Chicago kind of row that's kind of like more I'm checking out most of the time, and they're on this like Illinois side. Like
Yeah, it's like the broader because Barrington's no joke. I've been to the Barrington Ale Fest. It's up there. It's up there. And then and it's one of those crews. They've been around since 1996.
okay,
So I think Illinois, New Jersey, Missouri, a couple other places. Their pumpkin beer is really one of the ones that was really
stands out.
Yeah, and then I think Misfit is one of the
So I saw
newer
this.
options.
I was going to get us a can of, I forget, and whatever it was,
Tall
it
Boy?
was. No, it was just gonna be like a single can of.
From them.
No, not from them. Of something else, and it was like $8, and I'm like, or $7. I was like, I don't know, and I saw this $2.99, 19.2 ounces, and I was like, I'm getting down with that.
I'm thinking of how many crews are in 19.2. I know there's Dale's Pale Ale, Oscar Blues.
Rev.
Revolution's got Anti-Hero.
Yeah.
And this, I don't see a lot of these.
Yeah. It's not that you're not worth the price point, Nick, but I just thought this was fun. Like $2.99, single big can, and I haven't had a Wild Onion beer in a minute.
It looks good, man. It's got the Sugar Skull, purple. Big fan of purple. Yeah. It's got like it's got a fun vibe. What's going on in this can?
So it's a Citra IPA.
There you go.
So that aroma is like your classic, I don't know, Sierra Nevada days of drinking beer.
Yeah.
Like, it just reminds me of that. And I'm just good. Let's go. 6.5%. This tastes exactly like a beer you got on tap 5 years ago at a bowling alley.
Yeah, it's what you
Like when you paid for non-Miller Lite.
it's what you expected it to be, right? It's kind of like like Anita's IPA or like some of the beers like like Founders IPA. It's just like that straight up classic Midwest IPA where it's not an arms race for how many hops you can shove into a beer. It's not about big hoppy aromatics. It's just about a nice balance between like malt and hop.
Right, and it looks like this is about 6/27, so about 2 months old.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Everyone talks about these 2-week freshness for these haze beers. What IPAs are like 3 months most of the time, 4 months.
That's fair. Yeah, I think after maybe 6 weeks you'll start to notice a difference,
Yeah.
right? But then you can still rock. If it's a well constructed IPA, you can rock it 2-3 months.
Yeah, but this it has such a big malt backbone on this IPA that it's kind of a meal in this glass.
Yeah, it's still enjoyable, even though, like, I'm sure it had like some more floral notes when it first came out.
Sure.
It's still enjoyable much later, and that it's weird that that's something we value, right? Like, it's like, okay, oh, I don't have to drink this in 5 days. All right, cool. Maybe I'll have a couple of these.
Yeah, because I found a Alarmist haze in my fridge, and I'm like, I know that's like 2 months old.
And then you're like, what do I do?
Do I just? I don't want that. I don't want that right now, and that's not gonna be good. So what am I gonna do?
Yeah, there's something to be said about. That's why classic styles are classic styles, right? Like, no matter how far your boundary is and how far you go past it, you get your ass back to these at some point.
But this is near. Yeah, a throwback IPA, closer to that like English bitter IPA, almost like something you might see from Goose Island, like a Goose Island pub beer.
I wish Goose IPA tasted like this because we had it on the show not long ago.
Yeah,
and I think at one point it might have, right?
Yeah, I think they did have a beer that was very close to this taste, but I know I'm digging this. Not messing around with Wild Onion very much, and if you're not in Chicagoland area, you're probably not seeing this, but it is Chicago Beer Pass, so.
Yeah, and they did a good job with their Drago series barrel-aged stouts.
Cool.
And then this year was a 4 mix pack. I think the coconut vanilla was a one for me.
Huh.
Still one that spoke to my heart, Brad.
Well, coconut. You and coconut.
Man. Pretty coconut, too. Not the coconut where, like, the fucking coconut chunks are floating in it. Not that. It was a good-looking coconut vanilla. Yeah.
No, I dig this. This is enjoyable.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Johnny Canes and the Wild Onion crew, man. Barrington, Illinois.
Cool. So $2.99. Pick yourself up a tall boy can. Take care.
Cheers.